Welcome back to Triple All Sports Talk. I'm Josh. It's Bryce right there. It's Roy right over there. All three are back. Welcome back, Bryce. What, you
Thank
take
you.
1 week off, I believe?
4
Maybe
months.
2? Yeah, but you were in there 2 weeks ago. So,
Yeah.
all
Now you're
right.
back.
So, let's jump it off. Major League Baseball. We have a little shakeup in the standings in a few divisions. So, we're going to go over the standings. I'm going to rip it first. Tampa Bay leads the AL East again. Winners of 5 straight, 48-33. New York Yankees losers of 4 straight, 48-35, 1 game back. Toronto 40-45, 10 games back. Baltimore 39-47, 11.5 back. In Boston 37-46, 12 games back. Winners of 5 straight, however. The AL Central, the Chicago White Sox lead the AL Central 44-39. Cleveland Guardians half a game back, 44-40. Minnesota Twins 40-45. Detroit 35-49. And then the Royals 35-50, 10 games back. Out west, the Rangers take over first place. 42-42, exactly 500. Seattle,
They're 42.
half a game back.
42.
42-43. Houston 42-44, 1 game back. Athletics 40-44, 2 games back. And the Angels 36-49, 6.5 games back. In the East, in the National League, the Atlanta Braves in first place, 49-33. The Phillies, though, all of a sudden are only 3.5 back, 47-38.
Making a run.
Marlins 8-2 in their last 10, one of the hotter teams in the month of June, 44-40, 6 games back. Nationals even 500, 43-43. They're 8 games back. In the Mets, 35-50, 15.5 games back. Out in the Central, the Milwaukee Brewers lead 50-31. The Cubs are in second at 46-38. They're 5.5 back. Cardinals are 7 back, 43-38. Pittsburgh 43-42. They're 9 back. And the Reds 39-43. They're 11.5 back. And then out west in the National League, the Dodgers 54-30, best record in the sport. The San Diego Padres 43-39. They are 10 games back of the Dodgers. Arizona 41-42. They're 12.5 back. Giants 35-48, 18.5 back. And the worst record in the sport lands in Colorado, 33-51, 21 games back. All right. Roy, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to bitch as usual to how bad the American League is.
Yep.
I just can't. Texas, yes, you're 42-14. You lead the division. You still have a -8 run differential. Pathetic. I just don't understand this, how bad the American League is.
Yep.
Good for the Phillies. Phillies have been hot. We knew that they had the talent. They knew they were going to be that good. Just got off to a rough start, and then they had to fire their manager,
Yep.
which was well liked. And I think that kind of put a jolt in their ass. And Don Mattingly's had this team kind of playing really well.
Yep.
You got the best pitcher, one of the best pitchers in baseball. And then some hit, and then Schwarber, Harper, all your stars are starting to hit the ball, so that's doing really well. And the last thing I gotta say is that how bad is the NL West? If you went to right now in the playoffs, Dodgers are the only team in the playoff. I'm really surprised how bad San Diego and Arizona was so hot there early, like what April, May-ish there, and then June, man, they've been bad. So, and then you got San Francisco and Colorado. San Francisco's just got. Oh, they got more issues than just baseball. So, and then Colorado's just a shitty ass team. So,
Bryce?
I don't have a lot to say. I was going to mention the West. I was also going to mention the NL Central, or AL Central. That I don't know if it's injury prone. The Royals have fell off. The Tigers have had a huge drop. There's rumors of Tariq Skubal going to get traded at the deadline. White Sox are winning games. Twins are just in the middle. That division is terrible. I don't care that the White Sox are winning it. It's because they're playing all the teams in the division still. The fact that one of those is going to be in the playoffs and can make a run blows my mind because I don't think any of those teams are that good.
Yeah.
Well, you look at Detroit. Yes, they're 9 games back. Do you trade Skubal? You're not out of it of winning that division.
A lot of things.
I know. I read it, but if you're Detroit right now, you're 9 games back. You win a few games. Like tonight, they beat the Yankees. You win this series, you win a few more series for the All-Star break. you get within 5 games, do you trade Skubal? I mean, you're in the playoff hunt.
I personally don't think you do, but because they have such a young team, but at the same time they have a young team and they're in a small market. The haul that they could get for Skubal right now and build off of with the young team that they have now could be insane. Like imagine sending them to the Dodgers, who have a great farm league, and none of them are going to play, and then you get 4 or 5 top prospects back for the best pitcher in baseball last year, and then the Dodgers continue to do what they do and go win another World Series with them.
What do you think, Josh?
I mean, I don't look at it from a can they make the playoffs? Can they squeeze in? They're not keeping Tyreek Skubal next year. They should trade him. To me, that flat out simple. There's no saying that you can't trade Tyreek Skubal to a team and get a player that is a major league level pitcher plus more. I understand that. Slot him into his spot. Is it Tyreek Skubal? No. Could he throw 1 or 2 games of Tyreek Skubal's games? Sure, I guess. If he caught fire in a bottle, I would trade him.
I don't think you're going to get a major league pitcher in the deal for Skubal. I think he's going to go a contender who's not going to give up any good prospect, or going to give up prospects better than a major league ready pitcher. That's where you're in there.
I mean, it just depends on what they would get back. So, like, I'll just look it up. Tyreek Skubal trade package, whatever. Who do you guys believe would be the number 1 team that would go out and trade for Tyreek Skubal? Because in my opinion, it'd be the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I think the Dodgers, but I also think that if somehow the Cubs get to first place for the deadline, it would be the Cubs.
See, I think it'd be Atlanta or Philly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the Dodgers package. Again, this is the internet talking. We don't know any of this is true. This would be the Dodgers send either Zaire Hope or who's that other outfielder they have? My mind's blank. It says, what's that?
No,
not Pages. There's another guy. I can't remember his name. Shortstop Aiden West, never heard of the guy. And then right-handed pitcher Emmett Shaheen, who is in their rotation currently. Yeah. So in that package, they do get a major league pitcher. And the Pirates are in here. The Pirates would never do this, but I'm just saying. Jared Jones is in this package with a competitive A balance pick, which is basically like pick 40-ish in a draft. The Cubs are in here. This one would send Pedro Ramirez, Kevin Alcantara, and Jackson Wiggins. And then the deals that they think could get it done. Oh, the Dodgers one was the one they said could get it done. Padres are in here. Ethan Salas, Cruz Schoolcraft, Ryan Balzar, Jeremiah Estrada. That's one of their 7 guys. So yeah, I think it would just depend on what a team would give up. The problem to me is if they get into a bidding war. Like let's say it's the Dodgers and the Cubs. I'll use the Cubs as an example. Cubs throw out a deal. Dodgers throw out a little bit more. I don't know. I think they should trade him, but it just depends on what your package looks like. To me, if you lose him, if he hits free agency, you would offer him a qualifying offer. That makes obvious. So you would get a competitive balance pick. So that would be around pick 35 to 40. Is pick 35 to 40 worth Tyreek Skubal, or would you trade to be a trade? You get pick 35 and 2 good prospects. So
see, I look at it as prospects or what they are, prospects. You never know if they're going to be any good. So if you have a chance with him to go and make the playoffs, I go for it.
The Yankees were on there, and their package was. I know they would not do it. I'm just saying they were on the list. I just didn't read it. Their package was Jason Dominguez, Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, and Carlos O'Grange.
Right there, three guys you don't want to give up right now.
If I'm the Tigers, I'd take that deal tomorrow.
Oh yeah, but you're a Yankee. So, why the hell would you do that? I mean, that's.
So I'm just saying, it just depends on what they get. I'm gonna go over my standings prediction or my stuff. The White Sox continue to play good baseball. I'm not saying they're great by any means, but they play good baseball. Cleveland's disappointed me a little bit. I thought Cleveland would maybe take some steps the next month or so.
Ramirez is hurt.
Kind of I know they're banged up a little bit, but still, they really haven't gone on a win streak, it feels like. The AL West to me is the most fascinating division in baseball. I don't know who's going to win. I mean, the Athletics are 40-44 in their 2 games back, and I think they're just as good as anyone in this division. I think Seattle should pick it up. I think we've been saying for 2 years now, Seattle should be playing better than they are. They just aren't that good. I'm going to be honest. They pitch well. They don't hit. Texas, very streaky team. I mean, they win a lot and then they lose a lot. Hard to get. And the Astros, to me, don't feel like a very good baseball team. They're 2 games under 500. They're 1 game back of a playoff spot. Actually, they're half a game back in the wild card. But, yeah. Braves are coming back down to earth. Still a very good baseball team, but they have slowed down. Their pitching, like I said, has slowed down like it should have. That's about all I got. Let's go over our standings in our draft. Bryce, you are currently in 3rd with 251 wins. Roy and me are tied for 2nd and 1st at 263. So we are 12 games over Bryce, which is still in because earlier Roy had like a 15 lead over everyone. So
and we can change today, can't we?
Ones that are helping me, White Sox have been good, and the Dodgers have really been good the last month. Roy has had the Phillies and the Rangers both this month be really good, and the Rays. And then Bryce has just been consistent. He doesn't have any team that's been much better other than the Braves, but they haven't been good the last month, so he really hasn't gotten a jump from them. But the Cubs have, been decent. The Blue Jays have been decent. The Astros have been decent. The Giants haven't been great, and the Twins have been decent. So you don't have a team above everyone, but you also have some decent averages. That's what's keeping you in it. But that's why you're about 12 games back because you just haven't had that one team this month win the games. And yeah,
we can switch today, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, we can. You are right. I kind of forgot about that.
I forgot about that till I looked at the exact date.
Yeah, I did too. Good call. So yes, we are eligible for trades and drops.
So Bryce is first pick.
In last place, you would get first pick.
I've been thinking about this a lot on taking a chance on the Mets, but I just don't know if I can. I'm looking at their schedule, and it looks like half the games are easy, half the games are hard. Let me look at one other team's schedule real quick to see if I want them. I might have to do that. Let's see. Who do I have there? I'm going to drop the Twins for the Nationals.
He's going to drop the Twins
for the Nationals.
Okay. That moves it to Roy. I'm going to let you take it because I have been in first and you have not gotten over me. So I'm going to let you.
All right. I am going to trade the Reds for the Marlins.
Okay. You.
I think you should pick up the Red Sox and drop the Dodgers.
Tier 1. The last place team of the division in Tier 1.
Trade for the best record in baseball.
I mean, Red Sox and Tigers, you literally can't pick up because they're both in Tier 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't pick up any Tier 1 because Phillies and Yankees. So.
And I will also be making a trade. I'm going to go back to my original. I'm going to drop the D-backs, and I'm going to pick up the Orioles.
Oh.
I was going to take the Marlins.
I had to get rid of the Reds. They're just
yeah, and I thought about picking the Reds up once you dropped them, but their schedule looks horrific. And you picked up the Marlins.
You get back to you, Josh.
I know I'm doing the edit right now, and I'm making sure I don't not come out. Okay, 63, 163. Okay, it is back to me, and I will pass. So I am done. Back to you, Roy.
I'm done.
Yep, Bryce.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I really want to drop the Giants for the Mets because I think the Mets just have to start playing better, but I can't take the risk right now for being behind.
Yeah, until they start trading everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, that will do it. Again, we will have 2 days left or something like that.
Tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, tonight and tomorrow. We'll still count for the teams that you had. Outside of that, we will move on with the new teams. Tomorrow, I always have to remember who it is because I'm so used to looking at teams that I know everyone has, and then we switch, and I always the first couple days I always miss a game or two, and then I have to go back and add it. But okay, got it. All right, that's it for the games for our things. And Roy, you kind of had a game you wanted to go over a little bit for baseball.
Yeah. So I was talking with some guys today we were just talking baseball, and we were talking about players. Everybody wants to know, because I was talking about this weekend, we're going to Kansas City, and I was like, I'm going to watch Kansas City Royals. Got to talk about Bobby Witt and things, and we're like, hey, who's your favorite players, top 5 that are not on your favorite team? Currently on this team in the league, who's your top 5? And so I thought that'd be kind of cool to see what you guys thought your top 5 would.
All right. Do you want to do one by one, or do you want someone to go 1 through 5?
Let's go one by one. Like, who would you be? I'm going to go for number 5 first.
I agree. Okay. Roy, you want to kick it off your game?
Yeah, I'll go number 5. Yeah. My number 5 guy, who I love watching this guy pitch, Mason Miller. I love Mason Miller.
Didn't make my list, but was very close.
I love watching him pitch.
Right on that line.
Bryce,
you want to go next?
For number 5, I did leave off all of the 2016 Cubs teams for this list because there's 5 active players still from that team. They would have taken up my entire list. So number 5, he is a former Cub, but it's Mike Tauchman.
Mike
Tauchman, really?
I loved Mike Tauchman.
You know what's funny is
that guy plays ball.
What's really funny about that, Roy, is whenever Mike Tauchman was on the Cubs, that was only just a few years after his Yankees stint. And I really enjoyed Mike Tauchman's Yankees stint. So whenever Bryce would talk about Mike Tauchman, I always was like, yeah, he's a really good guy, really good player.
Gosh,
never a superstar, but was always that sneaky, underneath the radar, solid player. Okay, my next one, Bryce will really enjoy my pick here. Number 5, I love when you can just get up there and smash the baseball everywhere, all parts of the field. And there's really no one better right now than the big Amish, Nick Kurtz. I mean, that dude can swing that piece of lumber and his game. I
almost made my list.
I thought about him too.
I will never forget the night last year, and I don't have the stats in front of me. I think he went 6 for 6 with 4 home runs, a single, and a double with 12 RBIs. He had 20-something total bases. It was something outrageous. I remember because I was hammered at a bar. And I just remember looking at my phone and being like, that cannot be real. That just can't be real. But that dude can swing that piece of lumber. And he's 23 years old? That's impressive to be that young and to just crush baseballs like that.
Go with your number 4 then, since you're right there.
Okay, going to my number 4. Whoa, my numbers got all mixed up. Hold on. My number 4, this one does pain me to say this. But I respect good baseball players when good baseball players play, and I have a Red Sox on my list, Roy.
Oh, my gosh.
I know who it
Roman
is.
Anthony is
once you said Red Sox, I knew who it was.
Roman Anthony is so good.
You were all up his
played this year.
You were all up his ass during the World Baseball Classic.
He's a good baseball player. I really enjoy his swing. He's got a nice swing, nice left-handed stroke. He's going to be really good for a long time, as much as it pains me to say that.
Gosh. Bryce, say somebody better so I can hear it.
Okay, I didn't mean to say this on number 5 because this player technically isn't retired, but he isn't coming back to baseball, is what he said himself, Joe Kelly. He would have been my number 5 if he was still technically
Joe
playing.
Kelly.
I love Joe
Wow.
Kelly. A pitcher who just throws nasty shit and isn't afraid to go fight a batter who's twice the size. All right. Number 4, I have Giant, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman, really?
Could be a
watching
future
Matt
Yankee.
Chapman play. I
Won't
wish
be,
he
but
would have
he
came
could
to the
be.
Cubs instead of Bregman. I love him. I love defensive
That's
players
impressive.
are always going to be my favorite players who can also hit.
Yeah.
All right. My number 4 is a player in the Yankees division, Junior Caminero. I love
almost made my list too. It
I
was him
love
and Nick
watching.
Kurtz for my 5.
This kid is just he's like you say, Kurt, he's a young player who can smash the ball and he's really good.
Yeah.
One of the better third basemen in the game. So he's my number 4.
Can't play a lick of defense. My
He can
boy.
play a little bit. I think he can.
He's got some of the worst ratings in
I think he's still
that
pretty
kind of
good.
stuff. But yeah.
All right, so then back to me. My number 3, probably somebody who Josh has on his list, Paul Skeens. I mean, Paul Skeens is probably one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Yep, he is a stud.
Behind Cam. I mean, I would really like to put Cam on here, but non-Yankee.
I know.
Okay, my number 3. Again, they're pretty much all athletes who can also hit. That's always been my favorite thing. This is Byron Buxton. I love watching him play.
I saw Byron Buxton's first career hit, so he'll always be in my memory forever. He's a fucking gazelle running when he was.
Yeah.
He still is, but especially when he was healthy and young, he really could run. My number 3. This person was my number 1. He has fallen down my list as he's gotten longer in his career.
I know who it is.
But it was Fernando Tatis Jr. When he first got to San Diego, he was so electric. But now the steroids, and now he has no power really. He's still hitting 280, still plays a good right field, has a cannon of an arm. And he's electric, but he has fallen down the list because of steroid use and stuff. So it's unfortunate.
All right, who's your number 2 then?
My number 2 has already been said, Paul Skeens. The best pitcher in the sport if I was to have to do or die game. Electric stuff. I don't think he even tries 100% every game. He's one of those pitchers that tries to just, coast his way through the game, stay mellow. I think if he could get into a playoff atmosphere like he did in the World Baseball Classic, that's the best version you would see of Paul Skeens personally. But yeah, Paul Skeens number 2. Hopefully a future Yankee.
All right. My number 2, I am going to go with Trey Turner. I have always loved Trey Turner.
Really? Trey
Yeah.
Turner.
I like Trey Turner a lot too.
All right, and my number 2, I love this player, and I wish he would have signed with the Yankees. One of the guys I can't believe they let him pass. Bryce Harper. Been a Bryce Harper fan for years. Love the guy. Can't wait. Hopefully I can go see him this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, then my number 1, probably same as Josh's, Bobby Witt Jr. I love watching the guy play. Too bad he's hurt right now. I'm gonna go see him. Gonna go see him this weekend if I get a chance. It's Royals versus Reds or Royals versus Phillies. I hope to get to see those two play. Bryce Harper and Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, I'll go to my number 1. I also wish he would have signed with the Cubs. Same with Roy. He had a freaking dog named Wrigley, and it's also Bryce Harper.
Yep. My number 1, Roy says it, and he is correct, is Bobby Witt Jr. Just a 5-tool superstar who plays in Kansas City, who is not appreciated. Obviously, we appreciate him a little bit more. We're closer to Kansas City, but people out west, people out east just will not appreciate his career. Does everything. He doesn't say a word. I just enjoy players like that.
Hell yeah. He'd be perfect in the Yankees at shortstop right now.
Yeah.
Just off my list because he's gotten kind of fat this year is Ketel Marte. I love watching him play.
So my final spot I gave to Nick Kurtz. I chose between Junior Caminero, Mason Miller, and Ketel Marte, and then Nick Kurtz. And I gave it to Kurtz honestly because the age. I like young players more than I do older players. But yeah, all those things you guys just said were definitely on my list.
I did almost put a Cardinal on here because I didn't realize he was retired. I guess he retired last year. Brandon Crawford is like one of my favorite players ever. But he did play for the Cardinals recently, so I would have had a Cardinal on the list.
Yeah. All right. That all you guys got?
Yep.
All right. Before we get to our miscellaneous, we did have the NBA draft. Bryce, we went over this the episode you were not on last week. Kind of just a couple of the players, some predictions, things like that. I'm not going to go through everyone because I really don't give a shit. I'm going to go over the top 15 because it covers players from all of our teams, and it's good enough for me. But the number one draft pick goes to the Washington Wizards, and they took A.J. Devonsa from BYU. Utah takes Darren Peterson, number 2, from Kansas. Number 3, the Memphis Grizzlies take Cam Boozer from Duke. Number 4, the Chicago Bulls, Bryce's favorite team, draft Caleb Wilson. A bunch of Caleb's out there in Chicago now.
I know.
From UNC.
That's the only thing that I've seen about him.
Yeah. Clippers at number 5 take Illinois' own Keaton Wadler. Brooklyn takes Michael Brown Jr. from Louisville at 6. Kings at 7 take Darius Acuff Jr. from Arkansas. Number 8, the Atlanta Hawks take Kingston Flemings from Houston. Number 9, Dallas takes Morez Johnson. He went a lot higher than I expected, but he reunites with Dusty May in Dallas from Michigan. Number 9. Number 10, Milwaukee takes Braden Burries from Arizona. Number 11, the Golden State Warriors take the oldest player in the draft, Yaxel Lindbergh. The Oklahoma City Thunder at 12 take Ade Mara. Literally drafted him to guard Wemby. I thought that was funny.
I saw that.
Number 13, Milwaukee drafts Nate Ahmet from Tennessee. Number 14, the Hornets take Hans Steinbach from Washington. And number 15, the Chicago Bulls draft Darian Swain from Texas. And then I'll throw in number 16 just because I watched him play. Memphis Grizzlies take, or it's not Memphis, I lied. Oklahoma City takes Bennett Sturts from Iowa. Division III, Division I, Division II. I think he played every division in college basketball before he got to the NBA. So that's pretty sweet. Thoughts? Roy, I'll let you take the floor because we talked about it last week.
Well, I mean, that's awesome. You know, you win a national championship at the University of Michigan, and within 15 minutes, you get an 8, 8, 11, and 12.
Yeah, 9, 11, 12.
9, 11, 12. Within 15 minutes. Do I care what team they went to? No, because I don't give a shit about the NBA. But I'm happy for her. I think the best player in the draft, or the most talented player, maybe not the best, is still that Peterson. I still don't know if he'll be the player that he can be. He's got the most talent. But hey, I mean, NBA is just different than it used to be. But I'm happy for my Wolverines. I watched it. This might have been the first time I've watched the NBA draft in years, just because I wanted to watch Michigan players. I
agree. I didn't get to watch it because I had a golf league that night, but I purposely did look at my phone and I purposely turned it on when I got home and started it so I could see. I really enjoyed that Wadler went to the Clippers. Not that I really give a shit about the Clippers, but they're going to use him at the 2 guard, him and Darius Garland, so he'll play a lot, and he's got some good veterans, I guess, on the team. Big brand in LA. Other than that, I really don't care. And it's cool to see him go number 5. That's the highest I've seen a U of I player go. I really like the Damar at OKC. Literally drafted him to guard Wemby, in the playoffs. It's a great fit. So I'm excited to see what he can do there. Nate Ahmet for Bryce gets to go to a new look Milwaukee with nobody and just play, which is good. Honestly, I was just shocked Morez went so high at 9, especially before Mara. I just didn't think he's a better player.
I was surprised. He has the most upside of the 3. I mean, he has a lot of talent that with potential.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have anything. You guys?
Bryce, got anything on the NBA draft?
I don't really know anything about the draft. I did see a bunch of people saying that the next 20 years of kids born in Chicago are all going to be named Caleb if he ends up being good.
That's funny. It's true. All right. I don't think I have anything else then for basketball. I think that just takes us to miscellaneous. And Bryce, do you have a game?
I actually did prepare a game.
All right. Then we're going to let you rip it off first.
Good, because I forgot mine. So.
Wow.
All right.
Well, you kind of had one.
So I just got back from a deployment. So I have a list of almost every single professional athlete across all sports who also served in the armed forces. And I just want you to name 5.
People who were alive or all time?
All time. I think it'll be pretty easy with old baseball players, but
yeah. Well, I can name David Robinson right now.
Yeah. I did not know that until I saw
I didn't
this
know that
list.
either.
He was in Navy. That's why they called him the Admiral.
Okay.
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams is correct. The
Yeah.
Marines.
See, those ones are the easy ones in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 2 active Major League Baseball players. One you guys probably know,
I
Paul
was gonna say.
Skeens.
Yeah.
I was just ready to say
But
Paul
the
Skeens.
other one you probably don't know is a Tampa Bay Ray, Griffin Jacks. He played on the World Baseball Classic team. I believe he's technically currently still serving or something.
He's a
weird.
National Guard member, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what it is. So, fun fact: you have a real active guardsman in Major League Baseball right now.
Yeah.
Probably hasn't been drill in months.
So then we need just one more.
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge one in football that everybody knows.
I don't even think. I forgot.
It is.
Who?
The Cardinals guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mind's blanking on his name. I know he's long blonde hair. I can see his face. I just can't think of his name.
yeah.
I know who the guy
Pat
is.
Tillman.
Pat
Pat,
Tillman.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Some other big names. I didn't even know this one. Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, I read that one.
Yogi Berra.
I knew that one.
I was
I didn't
shocked
know
you didn't say that one, or Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, I tried not
Yeah,
to
I
say
thought
it.
about Joe DiMaggio, but I couldn't remember if he actually went.
Bob Feller, Willie Mays, Whitty Ford, Larry Doby, Robert
Ford.
Clemente, Tom Seaver, Nolan Ryan. I've never heard of
Nolan
Pee-wee.
Ryan did?
Yeah, it says Nolan Ryan was a U.S. Army Reserve.
There we
Huh.
go.
Wow.
Roger Staubach,
I didn't know that.
Alejandro Villanueva.
Roger Staubach?
He's
Oh yeah,
Floridian.
Villanueva. That was a football player in the Steelers.
No
I
way.
remember that.
Really?
He was on
Yeah, he's in the
commercials
US
all the
Army.
time. Yeah, I do remember that.
Let's see. Elgin Baylor. I didn't know that one.
I didn't know Elgin.
There's a bunch of boxing ones, but I wouldn't have thought of them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it that I can see out of like big names. Oh, Arnold Palmer. I didn't know that one.
Oh, I didn't either.
I didn't know Arnold Palmer.
Maybe that's
was
where
either.
he figured out his sweet tea.
Yeah,
Could be.
it's
He was like, we need some cold beverage out here. All right. That all you got, Rice?
Yeah.
All right. That's going to take me to mine. And I got my typical, and I
can't wait for
incorporated. So, Roy, last week, because I knew this about the Yankee schedule, they're playing a bunch of teams. Like, they'll play someone, they'll play a different team, and they play the same team they just played during the week, except flip, on the road or at home. So last week we did the Tigers. Well, guess who the Yankees are playing? Tigers. So I did the last time this happened and moved forward. So the next series the Yankees play is it the Minnesota Twins? Why does it not feel right? Nope, it is Minnesota Twins. I don't know why that didn't sound right when I wrote it. Minnesota Twins is who the Yankees play next. So the first question: can you name me a current player who plays for the Minnesota Twins?
yeah, I
Get out of
can.
the first one.
I'm not gonna
It's-
say who Bryce said earlier.
Bryson.
That's the only person that's coming to mind right now, and I don't want to say him.
I'm gonna say Joe Ryan.
Okay.
I'm going to say Byron Buxton. There's no way you picked him.
You're right. I didn't. I picked Royce Lewis.
Okay.
You know what's funny?
Oh, you picked Royce Lewis because he caught my mind. I thought, well,
You know what's funny is I wrote Royce Lewis, and in my head I went, I don't know if Bryce can say anyone, but it's his first week back, and I won't get him out on the first one. If you'd have picked Royce Lewis, I'd have laughed so hard. Okay, that's the only one I'm letting you through, Bryce, because I knew you were going to say Byron Buxton. Next, any Mets hitter of all time.
I got one.
Go ahead.
He hit a home run right after 9/11 in New York City. Mike Piazza.
Roy,
Darryl Strawberry.
both move on. Ooh, I thought about that name. I didn't write it, but I thought about that name. I went David Wright. I went basic, tried to get you Mr. Matt. But Strawberry did run through my mind, Roy. I'm not kidding.
Really? Didn't
Made
think
this
you
list
even
about an
think of it.
hour ago. All right. Next one. I need you to name me a current active Major League Baseball player who has played for the Astros but does not play for them anymore. More names on this list than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Valdez or whatever. Yeah, Valdez.
Framber Valdez. Okay.
I got one. There's no way you picked Isak Paredes.
I'm going to let you re-roll because he currently plays for the Astros.
Oh, he's back on the Astros?
He went from Rays, Tigers, Rays, Cubs, Astros. He just hasn't left the Astros.
He was Astros before Cubs, I thought.
No. You traded him for Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, you're right.
So I will not count that against you yet.
I don't want to say two of the names that are in my head, but I'll go
I was between two
Bregman.
names, so
Alex Bregman.
God, why didn't I got another one that I should have used.
Alex Bregman and Framber Valdez does move you both on. Roy, what was the other name you were going to say?
Garrett Cole.
So I was between Garrett Cole and the name I chose, Justin Verlander. Those were the two I chose between.
Glad I didn't.
But I didn't think you'd pick a Yankee, so that's why I chose Verlander. And I tried to avoid the main Springer, Bregman. I tried to avoid those names because I thought maybe you guys would try to miss them. Next one. I need you to name me any player who finished their Major League Baseball career with 400 career home runs or more. I'll get Baseball Reference up. If you miss this one, there's no
400 or more.
not letting you be wrong on this one.
I am going to go Hank Aaron.
Well, I know he does, but I'm going to look
I'll
at
go
it.
Albert Pujols.
I was
I
going to
know
say
Al-
Albert Pujols because Albert had
How many did
703.
Aaron hit 755. That's right. And Albert Pujols hit. I know he hit
703.
Oh, you know the number 703.
I was
You guys
there.
both move on. I picked Ken Griffey Jr.
Ooh.
I
I wanted to say Yankee. I want to say Mickey Mantle, but I was like, he's baiting me. He's baiting me.
Yeah, I went with the kid. I actually didn't think of Hank Aaron. Albert Pujols ran through my head.
My first name was Mark.
McGuire.
Yeah, Mark McGuire.
Yeah. All right. Hey, you guys only have two left. Next one. I need you to name me any Marlins pitcher of all time. Let me rephrase that. Starting pitcher of all time, not just any pitcher. Starting pitcher of all time.
God, I don't want to say this name, but I'm going to Carl Pavano. Fucking hated him.
Don't even know who that is.
The Yankees signed him right
Carl
as
who?
Pavano.
Pavano.
Edward Cabrera.
Florida Marlins. Carlo, you do move on. Edward Cabrera. Now, that's a good name. I like that, Bryce. I like it. Didn't pick him. I tried to bait Roy here. Josh Beckett.
I did
Former
not.
Sox.
The only reason I was just watched the Yankees thing the other day about Carl Pavano, and I was, you would never. We signed him to a huge contract. He only pitched like 18 games.
Well, I can tell you this.
5
He
years.
came off a 5.3 WAR season with Miami. He generated 0.4 with the Yankees the next 3 seasons. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that sounds like Sonny Gray. Can't pitch anywhere, pitches everywhere except for New York. It's crazy. Okay. Hey, you guys have both made it to the last one. Maybe I'll have to make this harder next week. And welcome back, Bryce. I need you to give me a player who has played for the Padres and the Cubs within the last 30 years. Since 2000. How about that? So you got 26.
I know an off rip, but I'm trying to think of somebody else.
I knew 2 instantly without thinking, and then after that I thought.
I knew one right off the bat.
I know 2 right off the bat.
Me and you probably have the same 2.
It's probably
Maybe
the same
not-
2 people.
You might have a little bit more Cubs knowledge deep down than I do, honestly.
So I played for the Padres and the Cubs.
Correct.
Oh, Padres and Cubs. Gosh, I can't.
man, I didn't know this player played for both. I bet you one of you has this name in your head. And then the other one is that I was thinking is nope.
I'm gonna flip a can for the two names because I can't think of any other names.
I want you to say both the names that you have in your head.
Well, I only know one.
Okay,
The
Roy, who you got?
The two names. Okay.
Anthony Rizzo is the only thing I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. He's not the guy that I was thinking two off of, but yeah.
Is that your guess, Roy?
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Okay, and then who are the two players you're thinking of, Bryce?
Yu Darvish and Nick Castellanos.
Wow. Neither of those names are who I was thinking. Both do work because I do know both of them. You're right. Of the two that I was thinking you were going to say was two other names. I'll say afterwards. So do you have a guess, Bryce?
I'll do Nick Castellanos then.
Okay. I have good news and I have bad news. One of you has one. And
Could
one
be
of you
Bryce.
has lost. Bryce, you have one today. Roy, I did pick Anthony Rizzo at the very bottom.
Yeah, he probably just wrote that just now, just because.
No, I wrote Rizzo. The
Yeah,
only
right.
reason I wrote Rizzo is because I watched the Yankees Red Sox game last night, and he was on the call. So I was like, "Oh, Rizzo, nice to hear from you." The names that I thought of instantly was Rizzo and Jason Hayward. Those were the two I thought instantly. And then when I was sitting here, I was thinking to myself, "Did Greg Maddux play for both?" And Greg Maddux also works.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know Greg Maddux played for San Diego.
Greg Maddux played for the San Diego Padres in 2008. I lied. He got traded. How did that work? No, he signed there, or I don't know how he got there. Was there in 2007, and then in 2008 he was there, and then got traded to LA Dodgers. He was actually he won a Gold Glove his last season in baseball. Fun fact. Yep. Chicago Cub, Atlanta Braves, Chicago Cub, Dodger, Padre, Dodger. Okay. So sorry, Roy. We still got your number. Bryce, congratulations. Next week, I don't know who I'm gunning for.
Good luck.
Speaking of that, I will not be gunning for you next week because I will not be on next week.
Great.
Where are you going to be?
I will be on vacation next week, so it'll be you guys. I love episodes when I'm not on and I get to watch because you guys.
I might hit up Zach. Zach's got a lot of talk.
Hit up somebody.
He
If you guys
called me
want
today.
somebody, I could get a baseball guy.
Zach called me today and started talking. I didn't know anything, but he just rambled for like an hour.
Nice. Yeah, he's got a kid now.
He's got a little time in the way. He's got a kid. He's got stuff to do.
Yeah. All right. So next week it'll be you two and possibly Zach. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See you guys.